Someone asked, how do I feel about being a role model all of a sudden? It's really intimidating, really intimidating. Just cut out, that's fine. But I have to realize now that I have girls as young as 10 years old following me on Instagram. So when I'm posting stories drunk on Saturday night, I don't want them seeing that because it's so inappropriate. But at the same time, how much should I sacrifice to live my, like, it's a very hard fine line to balance on. But honestly, it's a privilege to be a role model and to be seen as a role model to young girls. I definitely want to use my platform to help girls, because I know if going through from say 10 years old through to 20, thankfully I didn't have to grow up on social media like all these girls do now, where they're seeing these beautifully enhanced women and they don't realize yet that they've had so much work done, or that they're using Photoshop on all their photos. So I'm grateful that I didn't have to grow up seeing all this, because I can't even imagine how damaging that must be. So yeah, I really want to use my platform to just remind girls not to get so caught up in Instagram. But it's very scary, but it's very honoring to have girls look up to me. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure, because I don't want to let them down. I don't want to disappoint their parents. Like, someone asked, did I have braces? Yes, I did. I don't have veneers. A lot of people ask if I have veneers. I don't have veneers. My teeth are big enough on their own. I had braces for 2 years. I hated having braces. Absolutely hated it. And I remember I literally remember this feeling. The day that I got them off, in my head I was like, I'm gonna be so much hotter without braces. No, it wasn't. I was still like a little dweeb. Someone was like, how big are your boobs? I am a 10 double D, 10 E. I like to tell myself I'm a 10 double D because I don't really want to be an E, but I'm an E. Did you and Grant ever sleep together? Negative. Have you been dating people since coming off Love Island? No. No. Celebrity crush. 2. There's 2. Bradley Cooper, Chris Pratt. Oh. I couldn't pick who I liked more out of those 2. Holy shit, they are both so good looking. What's the worst thing I've been caught doing? Like sneaking out of the house, etc. I used to do jazz classes in high school, like jazz dance, and me and 2 of my good girlfriends, I think I was in year 11 or year 10, and we decided to go drunk one day. So we got drunk and we turned up to jazz class drunk, and my dad caught me and I got grounded, obviously. And it was the dumbest thing, like so dumb. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't get caught. But yeah, turning up to jazz class drunk was probably the worst thing I've been caught for, and the dumbest. Cats or dogs? Obviously cats. Like, I love dogs, but right now I can only have a cat, not a dog. So speaking of cats, why are you being a royal pain in my ass? You hear that? That's fucking her playing with my brushes. Do you see yourself continuing YouTube? Yes, I'm really enjoying it right now. Vlogging's really hard, and I feel like my vlogs are really boring, but you guys seem to still like them. So obviously I'm gonna keep doing them, because if you guys like them, then why not? And it is fun. Like, I really enjoy vlogging, and I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a really long time. And now that I feel like I can, it's why would I give that opportunity up? Opinions on Grant. See, there's been an abundance of questions about Grant, which is very interesting. I don't know why. Like, and that's not sarcasm. I am genuinely surprised that people still care that there was anything between Grant and I. Look, I don't hate Grant. I do genuinely think he's lost his mind, but at the same time, his management is not helping him whatsoever. His management is making him think that it's okay to act like a twat on social media. Look, it's hard because I didn't know what he was like before social media, before the show, but the guy that I met in that villa in that first week was the most sweet, kind, lovely boy. I'm honestly shocked to see what he's like now. It really does surprise me because it's not who I met in the villa. But you know what? Social media does weird things to everyone. Maybe he might snap out of it one day, but I don't hate Grant. I just choose to remember the more positive memories that I have with him. Someone asked, favorite place in Melbourne to have dinner? Oh, Baby Pizzeria in Richmond. So good. Someone asked any new goals. I have one goal and it's to do with social media. I hate the stigma that is, if you have a big online presence and a big following, it means that you have to learn to deal with the trolls that come with it, because apparently they just go hand in hand. I really don't like that stigma. I think that's full of shit. People just need to learn to not be assholes. Just because I have a big following doesn't mean, it doesn't give you the right to leave a shitty comment because you think I may or may not see it, or for whatever fucking reason you're writing that shitty comment. I get it, there's constructive criticism out there. Cool, you don't like my new hair, you don't like that I've got extensions, that's fine, you can tell me. Don't call me a slut while doing it. This stigma that you need to just learn to deal with it because it comes with having a social media account. No. Would you come up to me in a cafe while I'm ordering a coffee and say, you're a slut, I fucking hate you with the hair extensions? Probably not. You'd probably ask me for a photo or you'd just ignore me. I don't know why it's any different to being online. So that is definitely one of my goals now that since coming off Love Island, I definitely want to change the stigma that is trolls and online bullying and social media and all that jazz. That's definitely something that I want to work on. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? California. Someone asked, am I a big family person? I just found out that my sister is hosting family Christmas this year and I am so excited. And I can't wait to see them all at Christmas time. Like I just love Christmas and I love family. Like Christmas is my favorite holiday, and with all my family, like I'm so excited. Oh yes, I'm a huge family person. The idea of like Sunday barbecue in the summer with your family, oh, love it. Birthdays, I love birthdays because it means everyone's together. Oh, I love family time. Someone asked, how many siblings do I have? I have 3, 2 sisters and a brother. Someone goes, I need to know where you got your Ross Geller Bachelor Bash 1998 white t-shirt from. I literally just Googled it. It came from like an American website and they were having a sale. If I can find it, I'll link it down below in the description box. The best fucking t-shirt. I love it. Someone asked, what jobs have I had in the past? I'm that person that people are like, you've literally worked every single job. So my very first job was with my dad, and he would let me buy 10 calves, so 10 baby calves, and I would raise them. I would have to wake up early in the morning before school, and I'm like, how old was I? I would have been like 10, 12. I would have to wake up really early in the morning, get up and feed them, and then I'd have to do it again after school. And so if I took good care of them and got up early and fed them every morning, even on weekends, when they got sold at the sale, the cow sales, like 6 months later, obviously I'd make a profit because I was buying them for $100 each, but I was selling them for like $1,000 each 6 months later or something like that. I don't know, I was young. And I obviously wasn't buying them, my dad was buying them, but if I took care of them, I would get 50% of the profits. So that was technically my first job. My dad had me being a little hustler from a young age. And I started working in hospitality. I was so excited to start being a little kitchen bitch doing dishes. After that, I got a job at Athlete's Foot. I worked in a clothing store, so I've worked in heaps of clothing stores. I've managed Sports Girl, I've worked at Universal Store, I've worked at like a surf shop back home in Echuca, a store called Carter's in Echuca, OG Carter's. What else have I done? I was delivering newspapers in the summer. I loved that job. I literally asked myself, I was like, how can I get paid to walk in the summer? Because I was walking every day. And then I came across delivering junk mail. So I was literally getting paid to walk in the sunshine and just deliver junk mail to people. Worked at the Dick, the pub. Someone asked, what has been the hardest challenge you've ever had to go through in life so far? My dad passed away when I was 18. He had cancer, and it will by far be the hardest thing that I will ever have to do. Losing my dad at 18 when he was like my world, because it was just me and him living together. We were like best friends. Hands down the hardest thing I will ever have to go through. I'd never been to a funeral before. My first funeral was my father's, and yeah, I miss him every goddamn day. He was a ray of absolute sunshine. He's just, it's very confusing. I don't understand why the universe decided to take him, but you know what, he's not in pain anymore and he's in a better place, so that's that. Did you ever feel intimidated or self-conscious in the villa? 100%. So going into the villa, I was told that I was the only girl that was 100% natural. I'd had absolutely nothing done. I don't have my eyebrows tattooed on. I didn't have eyelash extensions. I didn't have veneers. I didn't have Botox. I didn't have lip filler. I didn't have my boobs done. I had nothing. I know that Millie was also the other girl that was 100% natural. I was really nervous to be going into the villa because, if I'm being honest, I felt like I was at a disadvantage, because it's kind of like I was up against robots in a competition, because I'm sort of just working with what I got given to me, and these girls are all beautiful, like these girls are all enhanced. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's wrong and that they shouldn't do it, but it's more so this is just asking me if I was self-conscious. Yeah, it's intimidating knowing that I'm going to be standing up there with E-size boobs next to girls that have boob jobs. Obviously my boobs are going to look saggy against them, but you know what, I just learned to embrace it. And when you've got a girlfriend like Erin that tells you you're a 10 out of 10 every single day, you learn to believe it. Honestly, Erin is the best hype girl. You all need to find yourselves an Erin. She told me I was beautiful every single day, just like I told her she was beautiful every single day. So I know that sounds like dumb and corny, but you know what? It felt nice to have someone telling you that you look beautiful every day. So, because I was basically single as fuck in that villa. So at least I had someone telling me I was beautiful. Someone goes, when you can't sleep at night, what do? I read a book. I have so many books on my phone. Someone else asks, do I hate Millie, or why do I hate Millie? I don't hate Millie. I'll be completely honest, she's not my cup of tea. She's not someone that I would be friends with outside of the villa. I don't like her. It's as simple as that. That's not me being bitchy or mean, or not like being a feminist and bashing other women verbally. I just don't like her. She's not my cup of tea. I'm pretty sure her and Mark have just come out with their own clothing line. Yeah, good on them for fucking starting their own clothing line. I think that's really cool, and they're backing themselves, so that's really admirable. I'll never say a hateful word about Millie, because she's never done anything to me for me to warrant to not like her. I just don't like her. I can't explain it. I just don't like her. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off now because we're gonna get some shit done. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Meet me down in the comments. We can talk some more shit, and I'll see you guys soon.